Predictable. This is what happens in college sports, and I totally understand it, though I would try to push back on it. When a legend leaves, and Harbaugh's certainly a legend, a Michigan man and an all-time coach, universities do two things. They either upgrade somebody on the staff, or they find somebody who had a connection to the legend. And that will work using the inertia the legend Saban Harbaugh created. It will work for about a year and a half, and then you will see cracks. Because proximity to genius and proximity to greatness does not equal genius or greatness. How many Belichick assistants have hit? The answer is none. I could give you 25 examples of this. My childhood, John James to Jim Lambright. Lambright was considered the best defensive coordinator in college football.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, from Learfield, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer. Pioneer combines cutting-edge research with one of the largest local testing programs in the industry to help farmers succeed. Pioneer, what's next happens here. Also brought to you by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. By University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. And by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Now, welcome to Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Good Sunday afternoon, and welcome into Welsh Ryan Arena, the site of Northwestern University, as we get ready for another Big Ten action here between the Hawkeyes and the host Northwestern Wildcats. Stephen Grace and Mark Ironside saying thanks for joining us as the Hawkeyes make their way about 2.5 hours north from Champaign yesterday to downtown Evanston, and then get ready to head on over and take things here in Welsh Ryan, the renovated Welsh Ryan Arena. We've been here a couple of times since they've redone it, but still just amazes me the number of times that we used to come for the Midlands Championships, and had a very, in a good way, antiquated feel. I mean, it was an older gym, it had wood bleachers, it had a lot of character to it, but they came in, they modified it, and have definitely modernized it and made it a really nice facility. It's definitely a lot smaller than a lot of places that you'll see in the Big Ten, but it also fits exactly what their needs are right here in Evanston. And so it's a great place to come wrestle. They know wrestling here, obviously hosting the Midlands for almost 60 years now. They've been around the sport. They know what's going on, and it's always a great time to come up here to Evanston, see the sights and sounds, and get ready to hit the mats as the Hawkeyes off of that win on Friday night, 36-6 win over Illinois. Would love to continue to build on that. And I had a chance to track down Coach Brands, talk with him. That's one of the things he talked about is, scoring points, getting maybe some more points earlier. Some of those matches, maybe go from a major to a tech fall, get that tech fall earlier, get yourself in a spot where you can go for that fall knowing that you've got the tech. But then also righting some wrongs. A couple of matches where fell behind or we lost in sudden victory, not getting the points early enough, and so needing to find ways to get those points onto the scoreboard. And that is the goal. That's what you need to do, all 10 weight classes. And that's the time of year that we are at where we definitely need to continue to grow. Penn State already wrestling today. I think their score was like 42-6. They beat Maryland. And so definitely they have some firepower. We've got Michigan next week. There's some good teams in the Big Ten, some good teams in the country. And so you get to those postseason tournaments, every single point is going to become key. So if you can get that extra takedown to make it an 8-point difference, that will go a very, very long way. Well, before we hear from Coach Brands, let's take a look at our Hawkeye Women's Wrestling Update, brought to you by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, featuring the Draft Day Sports Lounge, where you'll find great food, beverages, and the Top Golf Swing Suite ready to play. Hawkeyes dominated in Indiana this weekend. They were at the Indiana Tech Duels on Friday. They beat Campbellsville 42-2 and Indiana Tech 42-0. Yesterday, they had an open tournament where the Hawkeyes crowned 4 individual champions, several more that were runners-up. They had 457 match points on the day, so putting some points onto the scoreboard. Continued best of luck for Coach Chun. I think they've only got 1 or 2 more events before they have a little extended training period through February, getting ready for the regional qualifiers that they've got at the end of February. So best of luck to them, and congratulations on the success that they have had this far. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, located just minutes south of Iowa City, is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the inaugural season of Hawkeye Women's Wrestling. Thank you to Riverside Casino and Golf Resort for your partnership with the Iowa Hawkeyes. We'll take a timeout. We will come back and hear from Hawkeye coach Tom Brands right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
It may be hard to imagine it right now, but spring will arrive eventually. That means it's time to start planning for the iHeartMedia Outdoor Living Show, presented by Era Gallery, coming in March. If your business would benefit by getting in front of homeowners with intentions of home improvement, and specifically outdoor spaces like patios, decks, etc., then you should contact us about being an exhibitor. The iHeartMedia Outdoor Living Show will be at Lindell Mall on March 2nd and 3rd. Call us at 319-395-0530 for more information. Lawn and landscaping, patios, decks, pools, spas, outdoor equipment, trees, shrubs, flower gardens, you name it. Anything that a homeowner should learn more about is fair game. The Master Gardeners will be on hand, giving informational seminars on various gardening topics as well. That's the iHeartMedia Outdoor Living Show, presented by Era Gallery on March 2nd and 3rd at Lindell Mall in the former Yonkers space. Call 319-395-0530 for more information.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it.
And now get a Samsung Galaxy A14 included when you buy an extended Silver Unlimited plan. Find us at straighttalk.com. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com. Device offer ends 4/14/24. Online only, excludes taxes and fees.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast. With a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-DO.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except the stuffy nose.
Mommy.
That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm Dwayne Wade, and I've been blessed to have so many titles so far in my life. But now I'm adding podcast hosts with my new podcast called The Why with Dwayne Wade. On this show, I will have intimate conversations with some of the biggest names in sports, in music, in entertainment, in fashion, and we will discuss the whys in their lives. Listen to The Why with Dwayne Wade on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you can get your podcasts.
Welcome back to the pre-meet. Time now for our talk with Hawkeye coach Tom Brands, presented by Pioneer. And Coach, back at it here today in Evanston, taking on Northwestern, coming off of Friday's win. A lot of bonus points on the board Friday. Love to see that continue here this afternoon.
It's got to continue. It's getting that time of year. We had 4 tech balls and a pin, I believe. A lot of big bonus points, too. And we got to keep that going.
Well, looking at the lineup, I think going in we knew probably going to see Bradley at least one time this weekend. Looks like Ben Keener's going to get the nod here. What's he looking for? What are you looking for him to grow from where he was after his first match?
Just continue at the weight class, first of all, and then for him individually, just go do what you're capable of doing. Let it fly. It's getting to the time of year where bonus points is more important. Domination, separating yourself, doing the things that, that are really, really important and essential. And when you look at Friday night, we lost 2 overtime matches, and we gotta right that right now. We gotta right that wrong right now. So, not saying we want to go to overtime, but doggone it, you got to get the job done no matter what happens. Bad call, otherwise, slip on a wet spot, it goes to overtime. We got to get the job done.
All right, we're looking for an exciting one here today. Thanks for joining us.
We need to score points quick, too, at a couple weights, too. And both those overtime matches, we had trouble getting to our offense. There wasn't takedown scored until the overtime. We got to get to first period scores. Rachi and Riggins, for sure. Hey, time to right the wrong. Thanks.
That is Hawkeye coach Tom Brands, presented by Pioneer. Pioneer brand corn hybrids deliver proven performance bag after bag. Contact your local Pioneer sales rep to learn how you can get the most out of your acres. We'll be back with more of the pre-meet right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
This is Monica from Monica's. Randy trusted Chef Sal and I for decades. Over the years, we learned from his work ethic, generosity, and courage. We made a strong team because he was a great coach. We are honored to carry on his legacy and will not change the Monica's playbook. Italian specialties and American favorites made from authentic ingredients, prepared and served by a caring staff. Like athletes, we will never forget our great coach. Thank you for your continued support. And of course, go Hawks.
Football is back. Stock up on your tailgate essentials with Local Craft Cellar. Local Craft Cellar in Cedar Rapids offers a large selection of craft beer, wines, and spirits, plus their giant selection of non-alcoholic beverages, untiled art, athletic brewing, and cannabis-infused social beverages from Climbing Kites. C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road. Local Craft Cellar, largest selection of craft beer in the area, and so much more.
Paid for by government.com. Did you know the United States Mint has issued a new Morgan silver dollar coin in proof condition for the first time? Not only that, they are also minted in 99.9% pure silver for the first time ever in history. Coin experts are calling this an amazing opportunity for anyone that knows the enduring popularity of Morgans. But you must hurry. Only 400,000 of these legal tender silver dollars were issued. These first ever Morgan silver dollars are brand new with stunning mirror-like finish, minted by the iconic San Francisco Mint. Call now and you're guaranteed a new first ever 99.9% pure silver proof Morgan dollar. To learn more, call 1-800-973-9717. If you order now, you will receive a free coin collector bonus pack, a $25 value, free with every order. Call 1-800-973-9717 now to secure your new Morgan silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-973-9717.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Welcome back to Welsh Ryan Arena. We get ready for Iowa and Northwestern. Starting at 125 pounds this afternoon, Drake Ayala for the Hawkeyes, sophomore 16-2, takes on Massey Odiati, a freshman at 3-8. At 133, Colin Schriever, a junior at 7-1, takes on Patrick Adams, a sophomore at 0-6. At 141, Brody Teskey bumps up again, a senior at 9-3, taking on Colby McLean, a freshman with a 6-7 record. At 149, number 11, Caleb Rachi, a sophomore at 11-3, takes on Aiden Vandenbush, sophomore at 3-10. At 157, number 2, Jared Franek, a senior at 17-1, takes on number 19, Trevor Chumbley. He is a junior at 10-5. At 165, number 6, Michael Caliendo, a sophomore at 17-1, taking on number 15, Max Mayfield. He is a junior at 12-6. At 174, number 9, Patrick Kennedy, the junior at 9-2, takes on David Ferrante, a junior at 9-7. 184, Aiden. Number 24, Troy Fisher, a freshman at 8-11. At 197, number 14, Zach Glazier, the senior at 17-0, takes on Evan Bates. He is a sophomore at 6-6. Close it out with the heavyweights. Ben Keeter gets the nod. The 1-0 freshman will be taking on senior Jack Jessen, has a 4-3 record on the year. Kurt Frost and Matt Zeitz are the referees for today's dual meet. March is a great time to schedule your vasectomy. The expert urologists at UI Healthcare specialize in both standard and minimally invasive vasectomy procedures. This March, get benched, recover in front of the TV. Schedule your appointment now. Visit uihc.org/appointment. Also, if you or someone you know needs support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. We'll take another time out. We'll be back with wrestling action. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Coralville Transit is now hiring part-time bus drivers. These positions offer flexible schedules of approximately 25 hours per week. Availability to work on Saturdays is a plus. Pay starts at $21.44 per hour, plus benefits. A health insurance option is available. Candidates must have or be able to obtain a current, valid commercial driver's license. Learn more and apply at coralville.org or call 319-248-1700. The City of Coralville is an equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Hawkeye fans, this is Monica from Monica's. Randy always told Chef Sal and me that family comes first. So I'm here with my son to invite you to stop by before or after your favorite university event. We are proud of our Hawkeye coworkers, including Sal's daughter, Miss Sarah, and hope you know that if you are headed to Carver or Hampshire, our awesome food, full bar, and Monica's family await. We hope to see you soon. And what do you say, Meyer?
Go Hawks! This is Jordan Sekafetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Wow, what a huge hit. Well, not as huge as the craft beer selection at Local Craft Cellar.
Looking for the largest selection of craft beer in the area? You'll find it all at Local Craft Cellar. On top of their massive selection of craft beer, wine, and spirits, Local Craft Cellar also stocks brats, jerky, bacon, and more from Edgewood Locker Meats, C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road. And online at localcraftcellar.com. That's localcraftcellar.com.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Welcome back to Welsh Ryan Arena. Stephen Grace and Mark Ironside about ready to get things underway here. And Drake Ayala out. Headgear on, pacing back and forth, ready to get things underway for the Hawkeyes. Who'll be taking on Massey Odiati, a freshman with a 3-8 record on the year. Mark, coach talked about it. Need points, score points, early, score often, do what you need to do every time you're out there. Drake did a great job closing things out on Friday night. Let's see if he can start us off that same way here today.
Yeah, hopefully the guy that he's wrestling tonight, how do you pronounce that? Odiati. This Odiati doesn't run from us like the kid from Illinois did the entire time last Friday night in Champaign. That kid he wrestled last Friday night, he's tough to wrestle. Drake did a really good job, stayed in good position and didn't try to force anything. Guy ended up getting to his legs a couple of times from getting out of position, but was never able to score. So it's hard to wrestle people when they don't want to wrestle you. So hopefully Odiati comes out and wants to wrestle and makes it a lot more entertaining for the fans for sure.
Both guys out ready to go. Kurt Frost ready to go, and that table says, hang on, not quite yet. Okay, now we can go. Nice slide by right off the whistle, and didn't get the 3, but gets down onto the leg. Ayala does, trying to elevate. Whizzer thrown in by Odiati. Drake clears out of that, climbs up the leg, gets it up under the armpit, now up onto the shoulder. Somersault attempt right there by Odiati, and actually like a backflip from the standing position. And Drake lost it, comes right back, sweep up into an underhook. Got some oohs and ahs out of the crowd. Drake didn't seem fazed by it, though.
But it was a great job by Drake right there, though. He got to the leg, and then he came up high, took it right up onto his shoulder, and as he took it up onto the shoulder, it was literally like a backflip that Odiati did right there, and Drake ended up losing the grip. There's a stall warning. Look at that stall warning by Kurt Foster immediately. I love it.
Drake Ayala looking like Spencer Lee right there, hitting a sweep into a carry. Didn't carry him to his back, but he's able to get around and covers for the 3. 1 minute gone by, first period. Ayala with the 3-0 lead for the Hawkeyes. Goes into that claw ride, reaching across to the left shoulder.
See, that's how you call stalling right there.
Yes.
I mean, where's the clock? Where are we at here?
Barely a minute.
Straight above.
He called it in like 50 seconds.
It was like a minute or less, but it was a deserving call right away. Because the thing is, if this was the last minute of the match and Drake was on him like that, and say Drake was behind, because that's typical, how they do it, is if you're behind and Drake's taking shot after shot, there's another beautiful slide by right there for Drake for another 3-point takedown, he would have been called for that.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see it how they call it at the beginning like you'd call it at the end. Another nice carry right there by Drake, and he is just tormenting this
drilling
Hawkeye
right now. With all of that, 9-3 is the lead now for Drake. 3 takedowns, 3 intentional releases. Odiati from a non-tie reaches, taps our head, grabs to our leg.
Got to move our feet, and that's something Drake's been struggling with throughout the season, off and on, is just not moving his feet and hands. And there's a quick stalemate by referee Kurt Frost. I know that Kurt Frost, we had him, I think, was it for the Minnesota duel? And
yes.
He seemed a little bit off that night, but we had a little discussion before the meet today, and he seems to be on today. And I'm not saying that's from the discussion, but that's a good thing about him, is he can talk through things. And
left-handed high crotch for Drake, trying to finish here.
So we've seen shots, left-handed, right-handed, slide-bys. He's just opening up his whole arsenal, and there's another 3-point takedown for Drake Ayala.
33 seconds left. He comes out front to cut him.
Nice. Snap him right here.
12-4. Drake kind of looked up at the clock to see where he was at. Said, should have some time. You just hear Terry Brand say, you got to hustle.
You got to go.
There he tries passing
Get
the
to
elbow
leg.
by.
Doesn't get to
hang
it.
on to it. There he shucks him by the other direction, trying to circle around, stuffs the somersault attempt, and gets behind the hips for 3 more with 10 seconds on the clock.
Great action. Just flurry of action right there out of Drake right there. A lot of chain wrestling, just nonstop. And, like Terry said, you got to hustle. And he was hustling.
He hustled.
And he wanted to get that takedown by the end of the period. That is a fantastic first period for Drake.
15,
God, he looks so good.
15-4 is the lead. Molly's Cupcakes proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Ayala starts down to begin the second period, gets caught on that trap arm, gets rolled through, but no near falls. Rolled all the way through with it, trying to reach down, clear that out.
Good job.
There he's hand control up to his feet out for the escape.
Elbows in. He couldn't get underneath his arms. Well done by Drake as he stood up right there. And right back in on a shot. Sweep single, left side. That's it. Just like that.
19-4 tech fall for Drake Ayala. Hawks on top 5-0. Back in 30 seconds. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
There's something different about watching college wrestling. The speed, the strength, the competition, the takedowns. And right now you could be there to see it like never before. Play the Hawkeye Gold scratch ticket and you could win a VIP game day experience to see an Iowa men's wrestling match. The Countdown to Carver promotion from the Iowa Lottery is your chance to see every point and pin. To enter your ticket and see details, visit ialottery.com/VIP.
You wouldn't wear the same clothes every day, so why are you drinking only one kind of beer? Experience the largest area selection of craft beer at local craft cellar. Craft beer, non-alcoholic beverages, snacks, meats, and the hard stuff too. Bourbon, tequila, gin, and more. There really is something for everyone and every occasion at local craft cellar. Stop in today at 7085 C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
After Ayala with the second ball to start things off.
And Ayala looks so good. So good in that match. Great transitions. Well done. A lot of hustle. Now Shriver's got to follow up with that. And this is one thing that Shriver needs to work on for sure, is just starting a little bit quicker in the beginning of his matches. He always gets his motor running, but it takes him a while to get out of that first or second gear, it seems like, and feels guys out for a little bit too long, and especially when you're wrestling a guy that's 0-6.
There he pulls the head, gets down to a low single attempt, tries climbing up the leg. Wizard thrown in by Adams. Shriver.
He's got to come up with it.
Elevates on the edge,
There's three.
reaches down and gets the ankle for 3. So what's Colin got to do? Obviously Friday night was a little different because he started off, but you get done with weigh-ins, you got your 2 hours, and then you get to that point where, okay, I'm going to be coming out here. What's he got to do? Is it a mental thing, a physical thing as he's getting ready for his warm-up?
All mental. It's not really getting ready for the warm-up, it's just getting ready for the match, getting ready to go right when that whistle blows. And, it took him a minute and a half to get that takedown there, and he could do it a lot quicker. It didn't have to wait that long. He was 1 for 1. It took him about a minute and 20 seconds to fire a shot off, and there's a
big old gash above his eye.
Yeah, he's got a good cut above his eye.
Jesse Donworth about had a cut.
Yeah.
That mat's rolled up.
He about headbutted freaking Schriever right in the head, too.
That mat needs to be taped down, and it's just rolled up, and Jesse tripped over it as he tried to get out there. But, if you're looking for a place to stay near Iowa City and the University of Iowa, Hyatt Regency Coralville offers a memorable experience. The newly remodeled 288-room hotel features an on-site restaurant, new cafe serving Starbucks, a beautiful outdoor terrace, and much more. Hyatt Regency Coralville, located in the Iowa River Landing District, and is within walking distance to unique restaurants, luxury retailers, and live events at Extreme Arena. 1:08 to go here, first period. 3-1 is the lead for Colin Schriever. Got his takedown. They went out of bounds, and then he came back and just said, let's not waste any time, go neutral. So he has
that.
2 seconds of riding time.
I like where his head's at. He's not wasting any time. He wants to go feet right away. He got to that shot. He was batting 1,000 so far. Took one shot, one finish, and it was pretty quick. Let's just not waste quite so much time getting to those legs. And that's what we were talking about kind of before he got a gash on his eye right there. We took a little break. Now we're back under action. Just a mentality of just knowing that once that first whistle blows, you got to create some angles. There he's in on a shot right away. They're up with it and elevates it. Yep, 3-point
come up
takedown.
over the head, looking for a cradle there. But
see how easy it's coming now. But
yep.
And he just needs to start a little bit quick because it's maybe not quite this easy at the very beginning, but it's not as hard as what he's making it look.
Intentional release, gets in on another shot. This time Adams dives over top of him. Schriever trying to turn into him. Adams got his hands locked through our crotch.
Sit back, try to sit back and make him let
turn it
go.
in, trying to go to a crossface here.
You could even let go of those feet right there.
And there he's got him almost flattened down.
Let go of the feet. See, let's go over the foot, and then he steps over the leg.
But there he does.
Keep turning in. There, see how he stepped over that leg
Yep.
now? That's what I was talking about right there. Now
3
hook
takedown,
it.
and he's got
Hook
a crossface. See if he can get some near falls.
Leg jerk.
Adams bails back out to his belly. 9-2 will be the lead for Schriever as we go to the second period.
Nice finish. Really nice finish right there by Schriever.
As a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes, U.S. Cellular wants you to make the most of today by choosing game day traditions first, scrolling later. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Neutral to begin the second period.
Nice snap right there off of
Adams.
Adams' shot right there.
Adams tries somersaulting through. We
And
get the
arm
takedown.
turk.
Had an arm
Out.
turk.
God, just keep it in. Use it.
Comes out front, cuts him, goes to another high crotch. Adams locked through the chest. We just drive into the hips. Take him down, let him up. 15-4, take a shot from a ways away, miss. Able to switch off to the other side, right on the edge, though, and they still a toe inbounds for Adams. But as soon as Colin picks him up, they'll go out. 1:23 to go.
15-4 lead here. How many tech falls have we seen this, like Drake's 19-4?
A bunch.
A bunch because of these 3-point takedowns. It just gets you to 19 with the takedowns and the escape and then the other escape. So
there's Schriever trying to reach for a shot from a ways away and gets merkled and gets taken down. He was just reaching for that shot, and Adams just hit a little slide by and came over the top of the head under the arm. And then we're able to pop our head out and get a reversal for 2. 17-7.
Snap hard, snap.
Another high crotch. Whizzer thrown in by Adams. We'll just drive through that and drive him to the mat flat for 3 more. 20-9 as we intentionally release him. Slide out of bounds, head back to the center. 39 seconds to go, second period.
these are the type of matches right here where you got to be thinking fall. You got to be thinking pin, and we're just, it's good that we're thinking bonus points. We're all shot after shot after shot and getting text, but someone like this, definitely should be thinking about getting a fall somewhere in here, either trying to turn the guy or feet to back or going for the gusto.
There's a big snap.
There's another snap.
There
right
he
there.
gets that far arm. See if he can tilt him up over, but
can't.
Not in a great spot. 5 seconds left here in the period.
Good takedown right there at the end of the period. These 3-point takedowns are right at the end of the period. First period and second period. That goes a long ways on the scoreboard for Colin Schriever. 23-9.
Now Adams is going to go top. So an escape would end it for Schriever. Adams feeling confident in himself in that top position. Going to get caution on Adams coming across the shoulder too far. Colin explodes up to his feet. Gets pulled back down. Almost gets tilted over and then pops the arm out. Gets out for the escape and the tech ball. 24-9. 10-0 is the lead for the Hawks. Back right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
While the winter wind blows, scoop up a zero-down, zero-interest deal on Caterpillar Tough excavation equipment at Altor for Cat. From the mini excavator on up, Cat Next Generation excavators feature industry-leading tech and safety features. See the latest models in all sizes at Altor for Cat. At 0%, zero down, and zero hassle, now is the best time to scoop up your new excavator. Win big this winter. Call Altorfer at 866-DEMO-CAT or visit altorfer.com. That's 866-DEMO-CAT or altorfer.com.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more. To keep corn growing Iowa.
On the Hawkeyes Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Start things off. Slide by attempt there by McLean for Northwestern, but Teskey able to square back up with him.
Man, what a great couple first matches out of
Double
the Hawkeyes.
unders by Teskey, then he comes back out front into a front headlock. Go ahead, Mark.
I was just thinking about Real Woods not being here on this trip, and nothing, seriously wrong or anything like that. I think just the weekend off or whatever. But I think it's unfortunate. I think for some of the fans, something just got to think about him being from Illinois.
Yeah.
The state of Illinois, and a lot of fans probably would have went and watched him at Champaign or here or both today at Northwestern Illinois. So that's one thing that's kind of unfortunate. The fans are probably looking forward to people that know him or grew up with him or whatever, having a chance to watch him closer to home. There's a stall warning against McLean right there for backing out of bounds and not staying in there in the center. We got 1:23 here to go in the first period. Hawks lead this one 10-0. We've got 2 tech falls so far out of Drake Ayala and Colin Schriever.
Ayala coming across. Underhook on that right side now.
Teskey,
sorry.
Teskey's got to find a way to get to the legs, something he hasn't done here yet, and 2 minutes have gone by in this first period. There's a nice low single shot right at the ankle. Head trap between the legs, though.
Double as he's trying to pop out, and it's a three. We're both off our game today.
Yeah. That's expected out of me, not you, Steven.
Sorry.
2+1. So what's he going to do here? Looks like he should be able to ride him out here the rest of this period. I wouldn't be if it took it 2 minutes to get that takedown.
There he goes, a quick
that
tilt.
He's getting near falls. Kind of set him up and baited him. He kind of let up a little bit, and then as McLean kind of came up, he opened himself up, and then we hit that tilt hard, took it right over to his back.
He goes right back to it again. Not quite there. Didn't quite break perpendicular with it. 20 seconds to go. Now he's coming out, getting that right arm up onto the back. And there he tilts him up over again. Got a 1 count. Unable to hold him there, so the period will come to an end. Teskey will have a 7-0 lead. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store located in the strip mall just south of Target on Edgewood Road Southwest in Cedar Rapids. Iowa Style Apparel offers the latest looks for a variety of local sports teams, including an expansive wrestling section. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store on Edgewood Road Southwest in Cedar Rapids or shop online at iowastyleapparel.com. Neutral to begin the second period. Fake by Teskey. McLean takes a shot from a ways away. We're able to keep the leg back into a front headlock now. McLean clears up out of that. Staying heavy on the head like Terry Branch just says. We snap him down. McLean throws the arms out, grabs our leg. We reach back, break that grip, trying to circle around. Continuing to work our way and get the three.
Nice job. Nice workman-like go behind right there out of Teskey. And he's going to intentionally release McLean here. Actually thought he was. And then he goes trying to get a cradle off to the side right there. But not getting it. McLean not kind of falling for that bait.
As the escape makes it 10-1 now with 1:19 to go, second period.
Thing is, right when he got that escape, though, the thing I like about Teskey is he's heavy on the head.
Shot by McLean from a long ways away. Again, we're into that front headlock, trying to clear that right arm out. There, he pulls it out. Over on the edge near the Northwestern side. Teskey snaps him.
There you go.
Throws in double unders in. And pulls him back down to the mat, front headlock.
Doing a great job using his hands, moving his feet, working on these go-behinds.
Almost had that go behind, but McLean was able to reach back and grab our ankle at the last second.
Yeah, he left our feet behind right there right at the end. Well, we got 39 seconds left to go here in the second period, so that should be enough to at least get a takedown, I'm hoping here. He does have riding time of 1:11. But if you get one more takedown going in this third period here, that'd give him a 13-1 lead going in the third. That's a nice, good, solid lead. Nice snap off of a shot right there by McLean. We get our legs back, get around behind him. And that time, McLean didn't even try to fight it off. See, that's the thing, is you wear on a guy, you do that enough, and finally, they just mentally, they just break.
There he goes.
And that's what he's done to him. This might be over right here.
2, 3,
that's it.
4.
That's it. That's it.
Brody tried to adjust to see if he could get the fall. Could not. 17-1 Tech fall. 15-0 in favor of the Hawks. Back with more from Evanston. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/corngrowsiowa.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Back in Evanston, Welsh Ryan Arena, 149 pounds. One of those two that Coach Brands talked about, losing in sudden victory, wanting to get those points onto the scoreboard early. Don't let it come down to sudden victory. Make something happen earlier on. And Rachi coming out, throwing an underhook in on the right side. Got him all the way over to the edge. Then he snaps into a front headlock.
That's how you do it. You got to underhook the guy's pushing back into you like that. Beautiful snap right there by Caleb Rachi. I like that a lot. The guy gives you that pressure back, bam, and he did it. They just happened to be on the edge of the mat right there.
Restart from the center. High crotch attempt there by Vandenbush, but we're able to keep the arms down. Keep getting our fingers locked up, and there we're able to go to a high crotch attempt ourselves, but Vandenbush able to kick out.
That's a good shot. We got to his leg. Just lost the leg as he kind of high-kneed out of it right there. That was good action right there by Caleb Rachi. A little snap right there. Kurt Frost has to be thinking about calling
Stops it
for stalling here pretty soon.
Stops the action for locked fingers. Warns him.
Shots by Rachi, and he should be able to get it here. Come on. There's a shot by Rachi.
Sweep attempt comes up with the underhook on the right side.
And you see how Vanderbush is defending stuff. He's just kind of grabbing his own body, his own leg and stuff. That's just a defensive situation. Yeah. He's not trying to do anything offensive
right now,
there.
We've got that underhook, and he's got his left arm across holding on to his own right bicep.
Yeah. I mean, he's not even trying to clear out of the tie by doing that. He's just basically defending. And
there's Rachi. Gets to the leg pretty deep this time.
Come up with it. Come up with it.
He's able to turn. He's driving towards the center. Vandenbush reaching back,
Keep
grabbing our
bounds.
ankles. We're trying to elevate.
Nah, it came around the waist there. Came around the waist there. Now that gives Vandenbush an opportunity to whizzer hard here. Now we step over the leg, and there's a stalemate by Kurt Frost. Terry Brand is telling Rachi to stay on the legs there, because I just talked about coming up around the waist. You don't want to do that, and that's exactly what Terry's saying. Stay down on the leg and come up with him.
There's another half attempt by Vandenbush. We're able to keep our arms down, though. 45 seconds remains, first period. Sweep attempt by Vandenbush. Got two hands locked in, trying to suck us in. We're stuffing the head with our hips. He's trying to get an angle on us. Rachi whizzering hard. Vandenbush trying to elevate. Pulling us back towards the center. 25 seconds left. Reaching across to trip us down. Rachi still hopping around on that left leg. Tries somersaulting through. Last desperation is able to grab onto his leg. Now he's trying to elevate, come up through the back door himself. Vandenbush hanging on to our ankle. Rachi, 10 seconds left. Trying to turn in.
Get it. Hurry,
Breaks
hurry,
out.
hurry. 5 seconds.
And gets the three.
Nice takedown. Way to turn something that was bad, almost taken down. The guy had a leg up in the air, kind of last-ditch effort, somersault, come up between the legs and turn it into our own offense for a three-point takedown right at the period. Awesome job by Caleb Rachi.
Vandenbush's choice. He'll start down here to begin the second period. Rachi on top by a score of 3-0. Hawks lead 15-0 in the team score. No real move from bottom as we hop over to the left side. Slow tripod by Vandenbush. And now we just let him out for the escape. Makes it 3-1. Rachi, left-handed collar, trying to clear that right hand out. Every time he tries to get that right hand up, Vandenbush is reaching over, grabbing fingers. Rachi
Nice
popped
crotch
his
right there by
ankle
Rachi.
again. Vandenbush turns, tries to kick away.
There you
We
go.
pull it
Good
up, jump him
job,
down.
Rachi. Get near fall. Come on, that's a close to a fall.
Oh, he had it, and he missed it. Kurt Frost suck it in a little bit
He's
tighter
gonna
over
get
there.
it. He's going to get it here. He's going to get it.
Cinching tight.
Yeah!
Minute 15 left in the second when he gets it.
Nice job, Caleb Rachi. That's how you catch him in a roll situation right there. You smell blood. He smelled blood and he went for it. He didn't just let him roll him through. He held him there. That's what we love to see. That's what we needed. That little spark. And Rachi even had a smile on his face.
3:45 the time of the fall. 21-0 in favor of the Hawks. Back right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Come to Menards to check out our bathroom showroom featuring the latest styles and trends from Magic Woods. A brand new vanity is the perfect finishing touch for your bathroom. They're built with superior quality and a unique style to complement your home. Get the Haverhill vanity with a vintage oak finish for $349.99 after sale price and $20 mail-in rebate. Sale price is good through February 4th, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
On the Hawkeyes Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Hawkeyes taking on number 19, Trevor Chumley. 75 record for the Wildcats. In on a shot, missed it, gets back in on the leg again, but gets hipped into. Almost got put over, but able to circle back up. Now he's caught in a front headlock situation.
Wrestle through here. Wrestle out of this. Don't just sit and wait. Just wrestle out of it. Don't let that clock. Yep, that's just like what Terry Brands is saying right there. Like, get out of there and clear that. You don't let the clock just tick down and wait for a stalemate. Don't waste clock time.
Chumley's been around. He's done some good things in his career.
Yeah, he's no slouch at all. 10-5 record. I know that name, Chumbley. Is like, he been here the whole time?
Yeah, as far as I know. Minute and a half to go. First period, no score. Franek for the Hawkeyes, Chumbley for the Wildcats. 21-0 is the lead for Iowa. 3 tech falls and a pin. There, Franek grabs the wrist, tries to drop for a shot, but kind of get the hands to the leg. Now we're going to stop as Chumbley's finger got caught inside of our singlet, so they stop it. That's one of those good things, too, by a referee. You use your judgment. You say he's not doing anything intentional, but it's in a bad spot. Stop it, clear it, make sure that nobody gets hurt, nobody gets a weird advantage or anything out of it. There's Franek, another shot from that non-tie. He's able to switch off to a single, trying to suck that leg in. Chumbley locked through our crotch. We elevate him, draped up over the back. Franek trying to swim through here. Chumbley reaching back, locked around our chest, and a stalemate blown. 41 seconds to go.
Franek's got to find a way here. 35 seconds to go in this first period. We got to keep our first period streak going. Takedowns in the first period of every match so far. It'd be nice to get one here. Nice heavy left-handed snap right there by Franek. He's been in a few times, just has not been able to finish. And again, this Chumbley from Northwestern. This is definitely one of the better wrestlers in Northwestern's lineup for sure. Probably might even be the best wrestler.
Him and Mayfield.
Mayfield at
165.
165.
First period will come to an end. It will be scoreless. If you or someone you know needs support now, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org. Kept trending down, Mark. Ayala scored 15, Schriever 9, Teskey 7, Rachi 3, and now we're down to 0. Let's see if we can kind of trend it back up the rest of this dual meet.
I saw that. I was looking at that myself.
Chumbley starts down to begin the second period, explodes up to his feet, hand control, escape. Leads 1-0.
Okay, now we got to go here in the second period. We don't want to wait till the third period. There's a shot right
there.
Stall
call against Chumbley as we take another shot. Just thinking, Franek gave himself opportunities. He took 3 or 4 shots in that first period, just couldn't finish with it. A little short drag attempt by Chumbley, but Franek stays square with him. Tom Brand saying snap and release. Franek does.
Or snap and go. Snap and go. There's a shot.
Non-tie, reshot attempt by Chumbley, but Franek able to circle and square back again.
Good job. Good reaction right there by Franek. He hit that non-tie double, didn't get it. Chumbley tried getting around behind him really quick. Franek had to really be quick and coming up and square in the face, and he did a good job right there.
1 minute to go, second period. Chumbley for Northwestern, a 1-0 lead over Iowa's Jared Franek.
Chumbley not wrestling to win. Chumbley wrestling to just kind of try and keep this match close for a takedown towards the end of the match type of victory, and that's where Franek has to realize that and feel that and not allow it.
Yeah. Gets caught in a front headlock into a stalemate.
Change some things up here a little bit, hit some more angles, maybe some snaps and front headlock go behinds or some picks or just, you got to sense something. You got to make something happen.
Chumbley with a half attempt from a long ways away right there.
You got to work hard to do it. You need to elevate your intensity and your offense. Staying on. He's had a really good pace this whole match, but just not. He hasn't elevated, explode type of thing at all,
10 seconds to go now, second period.
Chumbley's tough to wrestle, though, too, you can tell. He's got really good defense. He's doing a good job moving his feet. He's staying in there. He's not hitting any shots. We could probably ding him for stalling again, but
1-0 is the lead for Chumbley. Franek will start down. Franek gets set. Only the second match that's made the third period here today. And the first one, Schriever got an escape in about 10 seconds to end it. Franek trying to get up to his feet here, does. Hand control and escape.
All tied up at 1. Now this is where Chumbley wanted this match to come down to. Third period, all tied up 1-1. There's a first shot right there, really, by Chumbley. This is exactly how he wanted it. There's a nice shot right there by Franek. Got his head down to the mat, though, trying to come up in there between the legs, trying to come out the back door here. He's got Chumbley draped over the back of it. Now Chumbley has our ankles. We have each other's ankles facing the opposite direction, and this is where you can tell Chumbley's probably comfortable, is scrambling and stuff like that, and this is exactly the situation he wanted this wrestling match to be. You could tell by the first two periods he wanted it to be 1-1 going third period and win this on a scramble situation.
1:09 to go. 1-1 is the score. Franek for the Hawkeyes, Chumbley for Northwestern. Franek throwing an underhook in. Chumbley wanting to clear out of that.
Hawk crowd getting behind Franek right now behind us. You're going to hear him chanting, "Let's go Hawks."
I'd say it's probably 2-1 Hawkeye fans in here.
Yeah, a lot of Hawkeye fans in here. Every year we come here, we always see some wrestling clubs here for this dual meet. It's always on a Sunday.
Chumbley changes levels right there. 30 seconds left. Franek, another shot. Chumbley dives over top of us. We throw him off, try to get around. Chumbley hanging on to our ankle right here. We try to elevate, looking to step over. And Chumbley hanging on to us. Go back the other way. Chumbley rolling through. He's sitting over on top of us, now trying to see if he can turn us over. We're hanging on with 10 seconds to go. It's stalemate.
Good shot. Good scramble wrestling by both guys right there. And you can tell Chumbley, he's hard to take down. This is kind of his forte. And a match type of victories and scramble situations. Looks like we're going to go into OT tied up 1-1.
Have you or your partner been considering a vasectomy? If you enjoy watching basketball and wrestling from the comfort of your own home, March is a great time to schedule your vasectomy. Expert urologists at UI Healthcare specialize in both standard and minimally invasive procedures. Learn more today by scheduling a consultation. This March, get benched, recover in front of the TV. Call 1-800-777-8442 or visit uihc.org/appointment. 1-1 in sudden victory. Franek for the Hawkeyes and Chumbley for the Wildcats.
Chumbley done just enough, just barely enough to keep Kurt Frost off of him from stall calls in that regulation. He got one, but didn't get any more.
There's a snap into a front headlock by Franek.
Chumbley does a good job. He clears out of there.
Minute 15 in the sudden victory period. There it goes for that single again, trying to cut off to the double with it. Now he's got him draped up over the back, trying to sit back into him.
Hooks the ankle. Now he's got to pop that leg off of his head. Doing a good job. He
Neutral
does.
danger. There he pops the head out.
Guy has to get his arm out. There it is. Nice, good job wrestling. Great wrestling right there out of Franek. Good shot, good finish. Good adjustment. He'd been there a couple of times before, wasn't able to do it. That time he made the right adjustments, and it mattered in overtime.
4-1 in sudden victory. Hawks go up 24-0 as we head to the intermission. We'll take a timeout, and new University of Iowa Athletic Director Beth Getz said she would come join us. She's in attendance today. We will be back with more right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Welcome back to the Nitrogen Stabilizers Draft.
Optonite technology, first pick, just like the last 46 years.
That's what we love about this sport. We just don't know.
We know. It keeps nitrogen in the corn's root zone for 8 weeks. Compare with 2 weeks for others.
With the first pick, farmers select
Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience. That's it. I'm going for a pretzel.
The pick is in. Optonite technology from Corteva Agriscience with Inserv and Instinct Next Gen Nitrogen Stabilizers.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Welcome back to Welsh Ryan Arena. We are at the intermission. Iowa on top of Northwestern by a score of 24-0 halfway through. 3 tech balls to fall, and then a sudden victory win for Jared Franek. And we've got Beth Getz, the new University of Iowa Athletics Director, joining us. Made the trip up here. do you like just kind of bounce around everywhere? Because weekends like this, I see Twitter, and it's like you've got tennis, and you got swimming, you got track, you got football, you've got basketball. I mean, it's like every time you turn around, there's something going on. So how do you pick and choose where you end up?
Well, this time of year, I mean, you got everybody in competition, so it's just so fun to follow all the Hawkeye teams, and whether at home or on the road. And I haven't had a chance to travel with the boys yet this year, and I always look forward to doing that. So I had this one scoped out on the calendar, so caught a flight up this morning. I'll get to ride back with them after hopefully a victory here.
Yeah.
So we're on off to a great start.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. I know interim athletics director for a while. That tag was removed earlier this month, and it's been great to see the reception. What's been the response around the department? I know obviously you've been around for a while, but just having that officially there and saying, okay, you are the person in charge now, not an interim situation. I mean, what's that been like these last couple of weeks?
Well, for the last week since the announcement, I'm just so incredibly proud to have the opportunity to do this. And, we've got such a great team of coaches and athletes and passionate fans on campus and across the state and beyond. And so, in a lot of ways, we feel like we've had a chance to do this together for a short period of time, and just excited to now be able to look forward to the future. So it's been a lot of fun, but there's a lot of work to do, so time to get after it.
So I was trying to not eavesdrop or anything, but you were sitting over there in the hallway after weigh-ins, kind of hanging out. I would love to be a fly on the wall when you and Coach Tom Brands are having a conversation, because he is an interesting fellow. Tell a little bit about kind of what you've got to know from Tom and kind of what he brings to the program.
Yeah, well, I always like to start with this story, because when Gary Barta hired me, there was a few sports I knew I was going to get to work with, and he asked me if there was anybody else I wanted, and I said, 100% wrestling and Coach Brands, and he said, really? I said, absolutely. So, I've just so admired the program from the outside, and just the intensity, the culture that exists here at Iowa. And so over the last 16 months or so, getting a chance to be around him and the program, watching the way they operate, and really a credit to them, because they just open their arms. And so if you want to get in and really understand who they are and how they operate, they're gonna let you do that. And so it's been a pleasure to see how they operate, the intensity with which they do that, and certainly the character as well. So they are never you're never lacking for entertainment when you're around them. So that part's fun as well. But just first class program all the way.
It's my 18th year. Mark's been around them for a lot longer than that. I'm sure we have plenty of stories that we could share over the years. So,
oh boy,
it's definitely a lot of fun.
That's going all the way back to when I was here at Iowa, and they were coaches, and we used to train each other on a daily basis. And there's a lot of history there. And those guys I would consider for sure some of my best friends ever. And then you got a lot of friends, you meet a lot of people, but the loyalty of Tom and Terry Brands is unsurpassable. I mean, those guys are just so loyal. They're loyal Hawkeyes, and they would do anything for anybody that that they're basically friends with, and any of their teammates and coaches or staff members or whatever. So those are the type of guys that you want on your side.
Careful what you say. Tom's sneaking up on you.
That's right. That's right. And loyalty is exactly the right word. You see that each and every day. You get to feel that, and certainly history. But it's the things they do behind the scenes that are really incredible. I mean, it's not, hey, I'm going to help you out or step in or support somebody because somebody's going to see me doing it. Those are the stories that are most impressive about how they've gone above and beyond to show support and be there for people is just really amazing.
Well, we're excited to have you here. I know that I've spoken to you. I know it's a job. It's a never, ever, ever ending job, which is exciting. And I know you're up for the challenge, but we're really excited to have you, Beth, and we can't wait to see what Iowa Athletics has to come and what's in store. And I know that we're in good hands.
Well, I appreciate it. Again, I'm just so proud to have the opportunity, and no matter what challenges lie ahead, I mean, the puzzle's part of the fun, and you like to work through that. But each and every day, I mean, when you get a chance to be out here to watch them do what they love and watch these young men compete, and young women across the program, across all our programs, there's just nothing like it. And to do that, with the Tiger Hawk on your chest is there's just nothing better. So I'm looking forward to the future.
I love that with the Tiger Hawk on your chest. I love it.
Yeah.
My one request is, can you talk to the West Coast newbies that are coming in and try to get some more wrestling programs added? Because I don't think any of the 4 new ones that are coming into the conference. It'd be great to, go to Southern California or the Pacific Northwest.
It absolutely would. It absolutely would. Well, hey, being around the sport's contagious. So I don't know what's in their future plans, but I think once they see the excitement around it, they're certainly going to wish that they could be a part of it, no doubt.
For sure. Real quick, the new facility. I think we're getting close to getting everything moved into there. That's been exciting to see that progress.
It has. And you know what? They just did an incredible job in the design and all of that. And we were so fortunate, the Goschke family and so many others that generously helped make that a reality. And that's a vision, clearly Coach has had for years. But we'll open that on April 2nd. It's got to now start to be torture to look at it come to fruition and not just quite be able to get in there. But it's a beautiful facility. It's going to reflect the history and tradition of this great program. So we're really excited. And there's one special story to this too, which is the crew that is working on that day in and day out. The staff. I mean, Tom and Terry and the whole group have gotten to know them, and that's become a passion project for that group. And so it just goes to show you how they pull people in, invite them into their team and their culture, and they got a whole new set of fans. And so it's going to be exciting for the guys to get in there, after nationals, and it's a first-class facility, no doubt about it. One of the best in the world.
A lot of real quick too. I know we got to get going here pretty quick, which we don't. I just got to get around to the right side of the table. But what's going to happen? Because a lot of questions. What's going to happen with the old facility?
Yeah, you know what? We're not 100% sure yet, and I think what's really important with both programs moving in, and it's just like anything else. Sometimes you got to live in a space, right, to know exactly how it's going to work. So, in the short term, nothing. We're going to make sure that it's it's available for teams, and obviously Hawkeye Wrestling Club is in there as well. And then over time, if we feel like we've got some extra space we can use on any campus, anywhere, any athletic program, you always need room. So then we can start to explore ideas. But in the short term, we'll make sure that's available if needed and make sure the transition goes as well as it can.
I think that's super smart. Yeah. Really smart.
I've heard some of the longer ideas that have been floated out that are pretty exciting, but obviously nothing set in stone yet. So
well, we're as you know, we're all great at claiming space and dreaming big and all those things. So, but we'll figure out what the right thing is down the line. But in the short term, it'll be really great to have a groundbreaking, be able to properly think again. So many generous donors that made that a reality, and it's going to be amazing to see them running out of that tunnel next year into Carver. It's going to be really special.
Excellent. Well, Beth Getz, University of Iowa Athletics Director, joining us here. Beth, thanks very much. Great to see you up here, and enjoy the bus ride home. We drove up separate, so we won't be there with you.
Well, all the fun's going to be on the bus, I can tell you. But thanks for having me, and go Hawks.
Excellent. That is Beth Getz, UI Athletics Director, joining us here. And great to have her around as we are at the intermission right now. Hawkeyes on top of the Northwestern Wildcats by a score of 24-0. Starting things off at 1:25 today. And the Hawks with 3 straight tech falls to open things up. Ayala, Schriever, and Teskey. And Rachi with the fall in 3:45. Franek had a hard-fought, sudden victory win by a score of 4-1. Gets us here to where we are at 24-0. She's great to have around, Mark. She is, I think, going to do some great things for this athletic department. And it's exciting to have Beth Getz in charge, as Tom Brand says, being his boss and overseeing everything that goes on. So definitely like some of the things that she's done so far, and looking forward to what the future holds these next couple of years.
Yeah, I think she's going to do a fantastic job, and that's not an easy job, as you know, when you're the athletic director at a big major institution, a university like the University of Iowa. It's going to come with, you're never going to please everybody.
Oh, no.
I'm sure she knows that coming in, and even though the goal is to try and do the right thing in every situation, but it's sometimes it can be a very daunting task. But I think she's up for it for sure. I think she's a great choose and pick, and we're really excited to see what Iowa Athletics has in store with Beth Getz at the realm.
I was going to ask her about the new offensive coordinator, but I figured we haven't seen anything officially announced from the school yet, so she'd have no comments on that. So
we love Beth, and we know her, semi well from traveling with the team in the past and so forth, but we don't know her quite well that yet.
165 pounds, the other matchup between ranked opponents. Michael Caliendo for the Hawkeyes taking on Max Mayfield, number 15 in the country, junior, 12-6 record. 24-0 is the lead for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, this dual meet we were rolling through this dual meet. We started at 2 o'clock, and it's only 2:45, and we've already started the 6th match after a break. That's flying through a dual meet pretty quick.
Yeah. Got some NFL games to watch today.
Have to get home in time for the second half of the San Francisco 49ers and Detroit Lions. Nice
boot
duck
scoot
right there.
into the 3 for Caliendo.
Really, really nice shot right there. That boot scoot, he kind of ducked the right side and hit his hip and came up right around behind and looking for a cradle, too. I love seeing that.
Far side cradle, not there. Right in the front of us, out of bounds. Head back to the center. 2:06 to go, first period. 3-0 lead for Caliendo. Mayfield set into a sit-out. Caliendo will let him out for the escape. Minute gone by, 3-1 is the lead now for Caliendo. Trying to keep his hands on him. Mayfield trying to go from a non-tie. Taps the head, sweeps at our leg. We just throw the arm down.
We did a really good job getting that leg back, down blocking and getting that leg back. Mayfield actually hit a pretty good shot trying to set it up right there, but Caliendo very athletic.
Trying to work a 2-on-1. Not a great spot. Now switches off. Snatch attempt to the other side. Trying to cut off to a double. They go out of bounds. No points. Even in Chicago, you've got a red and yellow beat Iowa shirt from Iowa State over there.
I saw that earlier.
1:15 to go here in the first.
See if we get another takedown here in the first.
Nice low single. Grabbed the ankle, but Mayfield turned and kicked out. There, Mayfield taps our head. We try to go back to that boot scoot. Mayfield kicks away, though. Here, Terry Brand saying, where's he going? He's chasing him all over.
Well, a fan just yelled.
There's a slide by
nice
and gets around for 3.
That's a weird slide by. He kind of dropped from a ways and shot in on a double from a long ways away and got around behind him. But a fan from up in the stands behind us yelled stalling, and Terry Brand turned around and said, thank you.
Slide out of bounds with 32 seconds to go in the first period. 6-1 is the lead for Caliendo.
See if we can ride him out here for this 32 seconds, take a 6-1 lead with a decent amount of ride time. He's going to go neutral here.
Goes neutral
32 seconds. He's going to go neutral. He's challenging himself against Mayfield, who's no slouch.
There is a stall call against
Mayfield for backing up right away. I love it.
Caliendo snaps. Mayfield again clears away. Another attempt by Caliendo. Grabbed the leg, caught in a front headlock. 2-on-1. Mayfield takes a shot on us. We snap into a front headlock right on the edge, then shoot him off. Head back to the center with 5.9 on the clock.
Ain't going to be able to do it.
6-2 is the lead for Caliendo. Join the Iowa Lottery VIP Club. Enter to win tickets to see sold-out Iowa men's wrestling with the Countdown to Carver promotion. Play Hawkeye Gold scratch tickets today. Caliendo will start down to begin the second period. He gets set. Mayfield covers. Caliendo reaches back. Hand control as he gets to his feet out for the escape. No real effort from Mayfield to hold him down there. Caliendo staying low as he's coming across. There's another stall call. Going to an underhook throw by. Now back to that snatch and dump him down and cover for 3.
Nice shot right off that stall call. And I love how Kurt Frost is calling stalling. This is what we've been begging for years now, like years. And you're seeing the referee starting to call a lot more often in the center of the mat.
Caliendo going to intentionally release him, so that'll make it 11-3 with 30 seconds gone by here in the second period. Shot from a ways away, and we just reshoot and
That's
score.
A great reshot right there. We just dropped our level lower than Mayfield's, and we were coming across in a double, and just beautiful shot and takedown right there by Caliendo. Caliendo's
got a
really
cut,
athletic.
looks like, on his right eye.
Right above it. Just like a little scratch.
Going to go neutral again. 14-4 is the lead for the Hawkeye Caliendo. The thing I like about the stall calls that he's had is that led to that takedown right there, because it basically forced Mayfield to say, I have to do something other than back out. You're getting some pressure, and there you get that pressure. Caliendo just drives through and gets another 3.
Got 50 seconds to go here in the second period. Score 17-4, 17-5 as we just cut him.
Trying to finish with the toe inbounds right on the edge, but he runs out of room. No points.
Now, one more takedown and it's over. So, if you're Caliendo, you got to be thinking like maybe something feet to back.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to quite end it on attack. You want to try and see if you can get him feet to back here.
Snap by Mayfield gets us into an underhook with it. We try whipping over, able to square back up, go to the edge. And another stall on Mayfield for backing out. So that'll make it 18-5. Caliendo, again, patient, comes back across, hands on him. Goes to that snatch, not there, comes up with the underhook.
Yeah, we got to go, like Terry said, we got 18, 15 seconds left here in the second period. There's a shot by Mayfield from a ways away. Should be able to get around behind him here. Try to get cute right there. Probably not going to get it right on the edge. Almost, though, almost.
Trying to get the cradle.
2.
Comes up over and
there
gets
it does,
the 3
right at the buzzer. Right at the buzzer.
21-5 final score. Hawks go up 29-0. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
If you guessed that was the sound of a bag of Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans, you guessed right. Well, kinda. It was really the sound of an innovative team that spent decades perfecting a seed with exclusive genetics and the ultimate agronomic advantage. The sort of breeders who don't rest until they've achieved outstanding performance. Pioneer brand A-Series soybeans. #1 for a reason. Visit pioneer.com/genetics.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
74 pounds back for the Hawkeyes taking on David Northwestern. Top 29-0. Drops trying to elevate. Patrick throwing that whizzer in. Fronte standing up with it. We're reaching back. Whizzering with the left, grabbing his wrists with our right. Fronte now looks to come up over the head. We get the toe to the mat and come out. No damage. Over-under situation. It's Ferrante, another guy that's been in the lineup for a while for the Wildcats. Patrick trying to get to his ankle pick right there, but Ferrante keeps that right leg clear.
Ferrante, very stocky individual, keeping his elevation kind of low. Nice snap right there by Patrick. Patrick did a great job fighting that takedown off by Ferrante right off the whistle. Ferrante had her leg up in the air.
Trying to work an underhook there. Can't get anywhere with it. Clears out. 1:45 to go. First period. No score at 174 pounds.
Man, the Hawks have really rolled and steamrolled Northwestern so far in this dual meet with a Tech at 25, a Tech at 33, Tech at 41. Rachi wins by fall at 49. Frenick wins in overtime. And then a nice Tech right there by Caliendo.
Underhook. Now Ferrante trying to lock that overhook in, but Patrick continuing to pressure in with that underhook. He's pretty deep with that.
Nice right
Tries
there.
hip tossing him.
Kind of cute right there. I like that a lot.
Ferrante
going for something different, trying to make something happen here. Got
a minute to go here in the first. Patrick
trying those
to get
double
unders on the edge. Back out of bounds. And back to the center. Terry Brands keep telling Kennedy, where do you want to be?
Pace-wise, though, he's talking about the pace of the match. Right now, it's just like underhooks. He's not really pushing the pace. He's kind of just trying to they're having like a muscle contest right now, like who can get the underhook and who can control the mat better. But
there he snaps, gets down to that leg, almost had it. Ferrante able to step out into a split, but we continue driving up. Got the other ankle, but lost it. Now cut off across for the 3.
Nice job, Patrick. Great wrestling right there. See what happens when we get to the legs?
Yep.
You get away from just kind of the mano-y-mano, who's stronger with upper body underhook stuff. Awesome right there. Good leg attack by Patrick Kennedy. The other good thing was he had to go from one leg to the other like 3 different times. Good transitions.
Trying to get that 2-on-1 underneath. Not there. Now trying to pull it out. Time runs out in the period. 3-0 is the lead for Patrick. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll conveniently located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Kennedy starts down to begin the second period, up to his feet, hand control, escape. Comes back across, throws the underhook on the right side, now snaps. 4-0 lead for Kennedy, 1:40 to go, second period. Hawks on top 29-0 in the team score. Over-under situation. Patrick trying to get those double unders in. Not there, so he clears out.
If you get back to the legs here, there's a sweet shot he hit at the end of that first period. Good little ride. 24 seconds built towards his ride time. Need to continue to keep building the second period here. Use it to your advantage, Patrick, but we're back to those underhooks, double unders. I've never really seen Patrick use double unders, though, for
He's good at like one under, throwing it by, going to the far knee or something, but double unders I haven't seen a lot. There's a stall call on Ferrante for backing out of bounds. Ferrante, non-tie fakes a couple of times.
See, he listened to Terry talking about snapping there when he pressures back, and that's exactly right. It's all a feel. But then you got to wrestle off the snap, too. You got to expect him to snapping him, and you got to expect to be getting around behind, or as he comes up, then you go to the leg. Shot from a ways away by Ferrante, but he gets to our legs. He's got the hands locked here. He tries ducking us. We get our leg back, break the grip. Now we're up into a double under or over under situation down in front headlock here. See if we can work this position here, and he can't. Ferrante clears out of that.
Final seconds of the period. It will be a 4-0 lead for Kennedy as we go to period number 3. Throughout the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, Iowa Corn promotes values that are uniquely Iowan. On behalf of Iowa's corn farmers, we salute all athletes for their hard work and determination, both on and off the field. Just like our athletes, our state leads the nation in corn and ethanol production. Follow Iowa Corn on Facebook to learn how corn grows Iowa. Ferrante starts down to begin the third. Working up to his feet, hand control, escape. So 4-1 is the lead for Kennedy. Riding time not a factor there. He throws the underhook by into a double. Far knee, cuts off to the double, and gets the 3.
Great shot, wasted no time, right off the whistle there. Basically, Ferrante got his escape, and then we wasted no time standing around trying to do double unders. We come across, we popped, went right into that far knee, switched off to a double, quick finish. Great shot, great finish by Patrick.
Tried working that arm up onto the back, couldn't get it. Ferrante into a tripod. Kennedy around on the left side. Bumps him back into a sit-out. Tries sucking him back. Nothing there.
Yep, I like Terry's way of thinking. One more for at least a major.
1:08 to go.
Listen to
Tom.
Tom
Says, cut him.
Well, he's got his right now. He's got a minute 16. That gives him a minute to meant to get another takedown to put him away with a
Goes
major.
to that low single.
Don't.
Trying
Come
to
up,
elevate.
come up.
Ferrante trying to stuff our head. We get it up under the armpit. Ferrante hopping around on his left leg. Reaching across. We're in the center of the mat. Now he reaches up higher. Ferrante somersaults. We let go of him and then dive back on top and cover for the 3.
We literally just dove. We looked like we were diving into the deep end. We just threw a shoulder right into the side and we covered right there for another takedown. Well, it gives us our major, 10-2 plus riding time, so 25 seconds left here to go in this match. Another bonus point win for the Hawks. Oh, Patrick, he had to work hard for this major decision, though. Worked really hard for it.
Tripod by Ferrante.
But you notice all the takedowns he's got were off of leg attacks. Mm-hmm. And that's where he has to focus, and that's what Coach Terry Brands was telling him throughout this match. Get to the legs, stay where you're good. Stay where you can score points.
11-2 final score. Hawks on top, 33-0. Back with more. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
A bag of corn is, well, a bag of corn. Unless it's a bag of Pioneer brand Chrome seed corn. Then you're dealing with the most optimized yield potential, agronomic performance, and insect protection the Pioneer lineup has to offer. A bag that will make life easier for you. 8 bushels per acre easier. And much harder for rootworms in the competition. Pioneer brand Chrome products. Field proven and ready for yours. Visit pioneer.com/plantchrome.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Record. Hawks on top 33-0. There was some good from Friday night from Riggins, Mark. Just need to push it to that next level. I think he started to show some signs, some flashes, and just needs to put a couple more things together and needs one of these wins to kind of hopefully springboard him to some more confidence.
Well, he needs a win. That's what he needs. He needs a win, and this is, last Friday night was an opportunity for a win, and this one right here this afternoon is also an opportunity for a win, but he's starting to fire a little bit more. He's starting to pull the trigger a little bit more, but he's not setting the shots up. They're from a little ways away, too far away. I know that Coach Terry Brands, there's a nice shot by Riggins right there. He's in deep, head to the outside to the right leg of Fisher. Cuts off to a double 3 takedown right there. There you go, Riggins. Nice job.
That gets Tom Brands up out his seat. He loves that.
He loves seeing Riggins get a takedown. He's struggled this year, no doubt about it, and but he continues to stay in there. He works. I know that Terry, I was going to say, is yesterday at workout when we came over for workout yesterday. Terry worked with Riggins quite a bit in the room yesterday about getting to the offense and hitting some shots, and so it's good to see that takedown right out of the gate. That's got to allow him to settle in a little bit and feel more comfortable, and just the biggest thing is just building your confidence, and that's what Riggins needs. He needs a win under his belt just to build some confidence a little bit.
1:24 to go, first period. Riggins has the lead, 3-1 right now over Fisher. Hawks on top, 33-0. Another shot by Riggins from a ways away that time. Touched the ankle, but cleared right back out. I think we'd look. Riggins weighed in, what was it, like 179 on Friday night?
I didn't see, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, he's not an overpowering 84-pounder by any means.
Fisher with a shot from a long ways away, and Riggins just throws his leg out of the way. Each guy with left-handed collar tie. 35 remains here in the first.
Quit tying up fingers, guys. Come on. Like to see Riggins, after Fisher got that escape, Riggins takes another shot right there, though, from a little ways away. I was just going to say, I'd like to see Riggins get back to his offense like what he was doing at the beginning of this match. There he's trying something there.
Right on the edge with 10 seconds left. Still has that underhook on the right side. Tries a little short drag off of that, but couldn't get through. Will be a 3-1 lead for Riggins as we go to the second. Pioneer brand corn hybrids deliver proven performance bag after bag. Contact your local Pioneer sales rep to learn how you can get the most out of your acres. Fisher starts down to begin the second period. Gets set. Riggins covers into a tripod. Up to his feet, trying to get that hand control. Riggins trying to stay behind the arms. Cannot, so there's the escape. Fisher trying to throw an underhook by. Now drops down to the other leg. Now he gets Riggins draped up over his back. Riggins hanging on, rolls him through as they go out of bounds. Head back to the center.
That's really good wrestling on Riggins' part on the edge. And he also had Fisher coming at him. And I guarantee you, Tom Branch just hopped up out of his chair right when they came out of bounds in front of the IO bench and went over. You get back to your offense. I guarantee you that's what he just said. You get back to your offense. Don't be coasting with a little bit of a lead here and letting him in on our legs. Get back to what got you this lead in the first place, you know.
Underhook thrown in by Fisher. Riggins reaches up and clears out of that. Again, both guys just getting to that collar and pinching and squeezing and not even really moving or thinking to snap. It's almost like they're kind of like with the last match. Who can squeeze harder? It's like a muscle contest right now. Forgetting that it's a wrestling match with legs that you can attack.
Sometimes that happens. I mean, sometimes it can be just a hand fight match and kind of who control the center more, or who can control the position more, and you get kind of sidetracked in that and forget about your leg attacks and your offense.
Yeah, shot from Fisher from a ways away. We tried stuffing the head. Now we reach back to the legs. Not there. Fisher trying to elevate. We're looking to whiz her in. Fisher stepped all the way over our left leg. We're able to get our hips back in front, though, stuffing that head again.
We did a great job of limping our leg out right there and then squaring our hips and getting our leg back. We dodged another bullet. That's 2 bullets that Riggins has dodged right now. We got to get back to our offense, get back to our shot. Right now, we're basically, we've only touched his legs one time, and we're batting 1,000. We got in there, and we're able to finish. Just need to find a way to get back into Fisher's legs. Second period is going to come to an end. It'll be Riggins' choice in third period.
3-2, Riggins has the lead. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa wrestling. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets in Iowa City. Riggins starts down, up to his feet, hand control out. No real effort from Fisher right there. No, and he's got to get a takedown here. Riggins leading 4-2. Takes a shot from a ways away, caught in a front headlock. Now reaches for that leg, trying to clear out of that underhook. There, he swims up in there. Fisher tries snapping, looking for a shot. We down block. Another shot. We down block, reshoot, and then underhook throw by attempt there by Fisher. Fisher getting a lot more physical up front now. He's starting to snap and move a little bit more.
Well, it's getting down to the end of the match here, third period. He's got to get a takedown and get himself into the lead here, and he almost has it right there. Riggins turns into him here, right on the edge.
Stop it for potentially dangerous.
Come on, Riggins. We got to get back to his legs.
1:14 remains in regulation. 4-2 lead for Riggins.
A little Run DMC tricky. Haven't heard that one for a while.
I don't have any aerobic stories with Run DMC.
Aerobic?
Remember from Friday night with the Beastie Boys?
Oh, yeah. See, we're going back to that era. The Beastie Boys, Run DMC. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
How about some Funky Cole Medina next?
Yeah.
Tone Loc.
Tone Loc, yeah.
Tone Loc. That was good.
The Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Shot from Fisher again, but extended, trying to suck this in. Riggins trying to hit hard. Fisher gets his head off to the side. We're trying to stuff it. He's down on that leg now. Trying to elevate it. Riggins trying to throw a whizzer in. 35 seconds remains. Trying to trick knee that out. And again, potentially dangerous.
Riggins. Maury starts up there telling him, no lock, don't give him a lock. But we got to get back to his legs.
Blood time, it looks like, for Fisher.
Now Tom tripped over the mat. Terry almost tripped her over earlier. Then Tom did. Everybody's going to Telford's next and Morning Star.
Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton. They each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Bloody nose, cotton swab stuffed up it for Fisher. Back to action with 30 seconds to go. 4-2 is the lead for Riggins. Riggins gets called for stalling.
Which was there.
Snap into a front headlock. Fisher trying to throw him by. Now we get into a front headlock of our own. Ankle.
Nah, he's going to get drugged here. Come on, Riggins, square up. There you go.
Clears out, throwing that underhook by again, right on the edge. Square up front again. Trying to hip in hard. 10 seconds left. Stalemate with 7.5 to go.
Stay in there, Riggins.
Non-tie attempt. We catch him in a front headlock.
Bad shot by Fisher there.
That's going to do it
to win this match, 4-2.
Riggins gets the win. 36-0 is the lead for the Hawks. Back with 197. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Got both legs hooked. Now he finally steps over, gets the three. Go up crossface. Go up crossface. Tom Brand's wanting that call a little bit earlier. 3-0 is the lead for Glazier.
I like that on that shot. As soon as Glazier hit that shot and turned into him and had the takedown, Terry Branch was yelling near fall. Got to be thinking near fall right now. That's something that as a team we just need to work on as a whole, is just thinking about near falls and falls in general, and just putting a guy to his back. Like in which people would think is just kind of your normal everyday situation. Just like that right there. Well, I'm just going to get my 3 takedown. But he had an opportunity to put the guy and hold him on his back and pick up extra couple points, or possibly like what Rachi did, catch him in a scramble, hold him there. He didn't have a move at first or nothing. He just caught him there and just kind of held on to him. Then he was able to transition to a headlock and pin him, put him away. But you got to make something happen. You got to be a headhunter.
Glazier forces a stalemate after a shot from a long ways away by Bates. 3-1 is the lead for Zach. 1.5 to go, first period. Clear out of the tie. Both guys walk sideways back towards the center. Glazier drops for a shot from a non-tie. Bates able to get his hands down, though. Posting on our elbow, trying to get a 2-on-1. Glazier pulls that free. Glazier misdirection, fakes right, comes back left, gets the leg, gets him draped up over the back.
He's got Bates both of our ankles here. So if we go straight back with him, he's going to have our ankles. So you got to be kind of smart about how you proceed from here. He's trying to do the right thing by turning in and not giving up his ankles.
He cleared out the one ankle. Now Bates has both hands on the other, and then a stalemate blown.
Glazier looked up the clock, saw 33 seconds on that clock, knowing that that's plenty of time to get another takedown here in this period.
Shot from a ways away by Bates. We sprawl.
Nice shot.
We take
right
a shot from
Glazier.
a non-tie, head to the inside, up to our feet. Whizzer thrown in. We try to limp arm out, up over the waist. Still down on one hand on that ankle. Step all the way across. He actually reaches back and grabs our leg.
Come on. There we go.
Roll through and get the 3. Nope. They wave it off because he had a hold of it, of our ankle. So they say no. 3-1 is the lead for Glazier as we go to the second. Glazier's choice. He'll start down. Jacqueline would like that little Billie Eilish bad guy. She likes the whole duh. And then they start.
Who is it?
Billie Eilish.
Don't know him. Is that new?
Yeah, she's relatively new.
Oh, it's a girl.
Yeah, I think that song's about 2 or 3 years old. Glazier to his feet, hand control and escape. Gives him a 4-1 lead now. Left-hand collar for both guys. Glazier pushes Bates away. Gets his hands back onto him now. And slowed the pace a little bit. Pushing and leaning there. He takes a shot from a ways away again. Bates clears out. 36-0 is the lead for the Hawkeyes. Started off with 3 straight tech falls for Ayala, Schriever, and Teskey. Fall for Caleb Rachi. 4-1 sudden victory win for Jared Franick. And then tech fall for Caliendo. Major decision for Kennedy. And Aiden Riggins with the win 4-2. There's a 36-0 team score. Another shot by Glazier gets a stall call against Northwestern.
Stornelli, every time they get called for stalling, too, Coach Stornelli, the head coach for Northwestern, I look over there, and he hasn't argued any of them. So, I mean, they're legit calls.
Another shot by Glazier. Bates got all the way off the edge of the mat onto the hardwood, so they stopped it.
Tom Terry wanted a technical violation, fleeing the mat, which is an automatic stall call.
20 seconds to go, second period. 4-1 is the lead for Glazier. Goes to that leg
nice
again.
Shot.
Looks to elevate with it. 10 seconds left. He's got it under the armpit.
Quick. There
Trips
you go.
down.
3. Yeah, nice job, Glazier. Great shot, great finish at the end of a period. Man, 3 points is just, it's like not even fair.
I know.
Scored a 3-point takedowns at the end of the periods like that. 3 points. That's a ton of points. 7-1.
7-1 as we go to the third. Bates will start down. Only 14 seconds riding time for Glazier. Comes around on the right side into that spiral ride. Forward pressure. Trying to bust him back down. Bates on one knee with his left leg up in the air, now into a sit-out. Now we continue to pressure forward, get him back to his base. Trying to find a wrist. Not there. Goes to the far ankle. Kind of sat to that hip. Base reestablished by Bates. 50 seconds and counting of riding time.
Well, we know we want a major here for sure. Tom Monterio for sure thinking major decision. We got our riding time now, so that makes it 8-1 with riding time. We cut him. That's going to be 8-2. A takedown and make it 11-2. So we're going to need to cut him here and get one more.
And that is what Glazier is going to do.
Okay, now we got to go.
Inside of a minute to go. 7-2 is the lead for Glazier. Snap
nice
goes
shot.
back to that leg. Tries to cut off. Looks to dump him off, but Bates dives over and grabs our ankle.
God, I hate ankle biters like that. It's just getting your ankles. Glazier's doing the right thing here, though. He's trying. Well, and now he stopped wrestling. We don't got a lot of time. We got to wrestle through this here.
And they're going to stalemate it with 33 seconds to go. Tom Brand saying, get angles.
Well, angles. If you get an angle, then the guy can't get your ankles.
Right.
You know, because they're not there to grab. But if you leave it out in front, then they can get him. See that right there? See how he got the angle right there? He got the side, got to the angle, and then those ankles weren't there for Bates to grab. And that's why we were able to finish that takedown and get us the major. So we got 15 seconds to go. We got 1:20 riding time, 10-2, 11-2. It's going to be another victory, just like Patrick Kennedy for 11-2. It's going to make it 40-0. This is pretty dominating performance out of the Iowa Hawkeyes today.
Yep, 40-0 is the lead. We'll be back with Ben Keeter and Heavyweight. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluter and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Back in Evanston, we move to the heavyweights. Leader for the Hawkeyes, taking on Jack Justice in a 4-3 record. Get into a body lock situation. Get out of that.
Yeah, he's a football player, too.
Yeah.
He's like a running back. It's like about a 225-pound running back.
He takes a shot on Keeter. Keeter hipping into him. Gets him flattened out, dives over, reaching back for a leg. Crotch
Nice
lift,
job,
reaches
elevating,
up over the head,
go to
looking
the
for a
head.
cradle. He's got the takedown. Roll him up over.
He's got locked up. He might get it here.
He's
got all kinds of time. Be patient here. Make your adjustments. There you go.
See if he
Keep
can get hip
lifting.
to chest. Steps over a little bit further, elevates it.
Wow, that's good for Ben Keeter right there.
45 seconds, the time of the fall. Closes things out for the Hawkeyes in a 46-0 victory over Northwestern. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with your post-meet right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Back to Evanston, 46-0 final.
iHeartRadio. Here are the top Guns N' Roses songs that you've thumbed up. Number 3, Paradise City. Number 2, Sweet Child O' Mine. Number 1, Welcome to the Jungle. Hear more from Guns N' Roses and similar artists now. Search for Guns N' Roses on iHeartRadio. All your favorite music, all your favorite stations, all free.
Now back at Evanston as the Hawkeyes win over Northwestern today by a score of 46-0. Hawkeye coach Tom Brands joining us right now. Coach, we talked beforehand, get some points up onto that scoreboard, and we saw that up and down the lineup here today.
We got to get on the bus. We got to get back to Iowa City. We're going to Michigan. Good performance Friday night, good performance tonight. First shutout of the year. Had 3 falls this weekend. A lot of bonus points, like you say. Got to keep building. Guys are starting to make essential things like automatic parts of their wrestling instead of like having to kind of be spoon-fed a little bit, or force-fed probably is a better word. I don't think we're spoon-feeding these guys. I mean, they're man enough to be force-fed when they need to be, but they're accountable too, and they're getting better. Just got to keep going. That's all I got.
Well, we talk a lot about widening the gap, and like you say, just taking those situations where, okay, maybe you're winning 9-0, build that lead a little bit more. If you get a situation here, Keeter closes it out with the fall. Be thinking big. Look for those opportunities.
Nothing's automatic, and so I say, we just got to keep getting better, and we're going to see a better team. But hey, you wrestle with that kind of energy, it doesn't matter. So keep it going.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, have a safe trip because you're not on our bus.
Nope, we're driving home. So
awesome.
You got Beth Getz with you, though, so keep her entertained.
Yep. Awesome. See ya.
Thanks, Tom. It's Hawkeye Coach Tom Brands. 46-0, the final score here today. And, like he says, it is not automatic. We talked about it Friday night. It's Division I. And, yes, on paper, you look at some of these records. You've got some younger guys, some not-so-great win-loss records. But still, they're wrestling at a Division I Big Ten school for a reason. So you can't take anything for granted. And obviously, yes, that competition is going to step up next weekend. But hopefully did some things, saw some things that you can build on, saw some things that maybe can, help you get some of that confidence in the case of Aiden Riggins and try to springboard you, each and every week should be a springboard to the next.
Did we have anybody after Purdue? Was that just Friday only?
That was Friday only.
So we went Purdue, Illinois, and now Northwestern.
Yeah.
And those have been three pretty much slackins. I mean, just some whippings. But the thing that I like about these duels and how many – I'd like to know out of those three dual meets how many techs and bonus point victories we've had. But the thing is if you look at it, and it started honestly with Nebraska, and then it goes to Minnesota, and then it goes to Purdue and Illinois, and here you're starting to see a trend, okay? You're starting to see guys that are putting up more points on the scoreboard. Now granted, the competition level is not like major. And like Tom just said, we're going to see a better team next week against Michigan. But you're starting to see the guys get more comfortable being uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is you're starting to see guys getting more comfortable letting a guy up and getting another couple of takedowns to get that major decision, or getting that tech fall instead of only a major decision, and pushing your body and pushing the pace. And what that does is it breeds not only bigger wins and more success, but it gives you confidence and it makes you a better wrestler. And you're starting to see that on a regular basis. And if we would have came into these dual meets, Purdue, Illinois, Northwestern, and just win a lot of these matches, kind of hee-ho-hum, like today, it's a 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you're out for a Sunday kind of stroll type of wrestling match, those aren't fun. That's boring. Today was fun. That was exciting. And we went out and we won by the margins of victory that we should be winning by. And so that's where I really credit, the athletes themselves, but also the coaching staff, really kind of stepping up and pushing them and getting them to not allow them to be comfortable and putting themselves in a situation where they can have some more fun out there and put some more points on the scoreboard. And the other thing is like when you do that and you start opening things up, that's when, like Caleb Bracci, that fall happens. He could have been sitting there and just kind of hee-ho-hum and just kind of taking an easy victory, but he was in a situation, a scramble situation occurred. He actually ended up holding him on the end and ended up getting a fall out of it. And that's how it happens. You make stuff happen, and that's what the Hawkeyes are doing right now, and it's really good to see.
To answer your question, Purdue, we had 2 majors and 4 tech falls.
So 4 techs in Purdue.
We had, 4 techs and a fall on Friday night.
So 8 techs.
And then 4 techs, 2 falls, and 2 majors.
2 techs.
So we had 4 techs tonight.
12 techs.
12 techs.
In 3 dual meets. 12 techs in 3 dual meets. And then how many total bonus point victories?
19.
19 out of 30 matches. 19 out of 30 matches. That's
and we lost 4 of them, so 19 out of 26.
19 out of 26 matches have been by bonus point. That's impressive. That's winning how you should be winning right there, and I love to see it. Looks like Michael Caliendo has an entire fan base over there.
There's a whole section applaud when he makes his way back out from the locker room. You love to see that too. Because he is the lone Illinois native on the Hawkeye roster, so.
Yeah. Right now, Real Woods was. If Real Woods,
technically he's in New Mexico, but he wrestled in Illinois in high school.
High school.
So.
Izzy's club. So, all right, what else we got? We got to get.
Yeah, we got to get packed up so we can make it home. Michigan, Friday night. That is a different start time, I think. Yeah, 7:30 start time. So we'll have pre-meet coverage starting at 7:15 from Ann Arbor. So
what time is it? 7:30?
It's a 7:30 Iowa time start. 8:30 on the East Coast.
8:30 on the East Coast, huh?
Yeah.
That was an hour and 23-minute dual meet just now with a 10-minute intermission. So that was an hour and 13-minute dual meet.
Well, you had Ayala 19-4 in the second. Schriever 24-9, like 10 seconds into the third. Teskey 17-1 in the second. Rachi 3:45 time of the fall. Franek had to go sudden victory, wins 4-1. Caliendo 21-5 in the second. Kennedy 11-2. Riggins 4-2. Glazier 11-2, and then Ben Keeter took 45 seconds to get the fall. So that is tearing through it.
I like this new Welsh Ryan Arena. I wasn't here for the last trip over here a couple years ago due to COVID, but so I didn't get a chance to see it. We haven't been here for the Midlands, but I really like what they've done with the place. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Is that something? Other thing that people say? I really like what they've done with the place.
What you've done with this.
Yeah.
The feng shui is really well.
All right, I'm going to get off air. Got Corey Stanley, a former alum, over here with a bunch of high school kids that I need to talk to and want to see. And any chance you get a chance to see Corey Stanley, you make the most of it. So you can wrap it up for us. I'm going to hop off, go see these guys. We'll get Sam and Nelly to get together, and we're going to hit the road a running.
Sounds good. 46-0 is the final score for the Hawkeyes today over the Northwestern Wildcats, and that is going to move the Hawkeyes to 10-0 and 5-0 in the Big Ten. But a tough stretch coming up at Michigan on Friday, and then we return home to take on Penn State a week from Friday before Wisconsin and at Oklahoma State to round out the rest of the regular season. Again, that is a 7:30 start time in Iowa City with a 7:15 pre-meet from Ann Arbor on Friday night. 46-0, the Hawks with the win. Big thank you to Mark. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, of course, we wouldn't be able to be here. And I know several people today, without it being on the BTN, were listening in because they weren't able to watch. Even when it is on BTN, we get a lot of people that turn them down and listen to us. It's not possible for us without those sponsors. Go say thank you. Go support them any way that you can. Let them know that you appreciate their support of Hawkeye Wrestling locally on AM 800 KXIC and with the Hawkeye Radio Network. So until Friday night, this is Stephen Grace. You've been listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
This is Jordan Suckafetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
This is Monica from Monica's. Randy trusted Chef Sal and I for decades. Over the years, we learned from his work ethic, generosity, and courage. We made a strong team because he was a great coach. We are honored to carry on his legacy and will not change the Monica's playbook. Italian specialties and American favorites made from authentic ingredients, prepared and served by a caring staff. Like athletes, we will never forget our great coach. Thank you for your continued support. And of course, go Hawks.
Is your phone plan messing with your savings plan? Don't get stuck paying for things you don't want. With Verizon, you only pay for what you need. And for a limited time, when you bring your own phones to a Verizon store, you'll get an amazing price on your plan. Plus, you'll save on things you actually love, like the Netflix and Max with Ads bundle. And it's on our award-winning 5G network. Bring your phones to your Verizon store today for an incredible deal. A better plan to save is Verizon. Additional terms and conditions apply.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network, this is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer.
Escape to Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
It's warm this February at the Coralville Public Library. That's warm for Winter Adult Reading Month. Just read or listen to 3 books of your choice in February. Turn in your warm reading journal at the end of the month and you'll be entered into a drawing for prizes. For details, visit the library or go to coralvillepubliclibrary.org. Join us for a warm Winter Adult Reading Month this February at the Coralville Public Library.
Football is back. Stock up on your tailgate essentials with Local Craft Cellar. Local Craft Cellar in Cedar Rapids offers a large selection of craft beer, wines, and spirits, plus their giant selection of non-alcoholic beverages, untiled art, athletic brewing, and cannabis-infused social beverages from Climbing Kites. C Avenue Northeast in Cedar Rapids, just north of Boyson Road. Local Craft Cellar, largest selection of craft beer in the area, and so much more.
Hey Hawkeye fans, this is Monica from Monica's. Randy always told Chef Sal and me that family comes first. So I'm here with my son to invite you to stop by before or after your favorite university event. We are proud of our Hawkeye coworkers, including Sal's daughter, Miss Sarah, and hope you know that if you are headed to Carver or Hampshire, our awesome food, full bar, and Monica's family await. We hope to see you soon. And what do you say, Meyer?
Go Hawks!
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, you've been listening to Hawkeye Wrestling, presented by Pioneer. Pioneer combines cutting-edge research with one of the largest local testing programs in the industry to help farmers succeed. Pioneer, what's next happens here. Also brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. And by Hy-Vee. Score big savings with the new Hy-Vee Perks membership. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.
We now join Fox Sports Radio, already in progress on 800 KXIC and available on your Amazon smart speakers just by saying, Alexa, play 800 KXIC on iHeartRadio.
Here for a second here, Chris, as we get ready for the NFC Championship game that is less than 2 hours away. It's a huge game. By the way, Goff, if he were to win, and by the way, he's done it before. Everyone remembers, when he led the Rams to the Super Bowl. They also remember that road win against the Saints in the NFC Championship game. The only thing we ever remember that game was the non-call and the pass interference. Fact is, Goff has done it. He's won a road playoff game in a conference championship game, so he's been there, done that. He has been very animated, has he not, in terms of we feel like we're the best team on the field?
I think he's stepping into the role of leader. This is a guy, too, that is just, ever since he was traded to Detroit, has been absolutely doubted. And we took the lines from Sean McVay too hard, which Sean McVay since has apologized for and said he wished they could have figured things out differently than that report that had come out when his time was up with the Rams about the breakup with McVay, but that's followed him his entire career.
Well, they were desperate to get rid of him.
They were desperate,
and
now everything I've heard since then has been, well, Goff can't play in the big game. The expectations will rise up and swallow Goff. Goff shies away from the light. Well, I would think this season, with every game that they've played, every big game that they've had where they've needed him to step up, he's made mistakes, but then he has the memory of a pitcher out there to go right back out there and not make that same mistake twice. And I don't know what else he needs to do in the playoffs to really show you that he can play on this big stage. He's not afraid of those responsibilities. If we do it again here just because he loses this game, then we're just looking for a way to bury the guy. But I think look, there are people, as I said, who are chanting Jared Goff's name across Detroit. I think he's kind of been encouraged to step up and become something of a leader for this team. He wasn't for a long time in Detroit. Even Hard Knocks, they shied away from Jared, talking a lot about Jared Goff. And Jared Goff's kind of always had this reputation as being the California cool. But this season, he's ridden the wave. He's been in front of a lot of the press in Detroit a lot of times, and yeah, he's becoming this voice for the Lions at pretty much the right time.
Well, think about this, Rich. I mean, this is Goff's 9th playoff game start.
Yep. I mean, this quarterback who's appeared in a Super Bowl, and to be perfectly honest with you, I know everybody remembers it one way, which is, well, Jared Goff wasn't good enough to beat the Patriots. It's like, well, okay, could we slow down for a second? I understand the offense was pretty inept, and that was a defense that was, stacked, and they were world beaters. But are we forgetting what Jared Goff and that offense did throughout that Rams season? I mean, Jared Goff played way over expectations, and everybody wanted to credit Sean McVay for reinventing Goff, and Sean McVay, and rightfully so, took a lot of bows, and then they brought in Stafford in trade, and he went and he won a Super Bowl in the ensuing season. But now Jared Goff is on to his 3rd or his 4th offensive coordinator with Ben Johnson, and it looks even better than it did with Sean McVay. So it's kind of like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Was Jared Goff a great quarterback who just needed to be paired with a better team, a better coordinator, a better offensive voice in the room for him to finally have success in the league? Or was he lucky enough to be paired with two of the most brilliant minds in the NFL offensively over his past 2 runs with these coaches, and he's had success as a result of that? I really do believe that certain coaches, like Andy Reid, like Bill Walsh, if you want to go back, they innovate and they create offenses that absolutely maximize a player's potential. But you also need to have the quarterback. Like great coaches, we give them a ton of credit, but every single great coach that we talk about on the offensive side of the ball, they're paired with great quarterbacks. So I don't understand the Jared Goff slander. Jared Goff is a very talented quarterback.
Let me give you a number on Goff that's impressive. So he has 267 postseason pass attempts.
Mm-hmm.
He has thrown 2 interceptions.
Careful with the football.
267 postseason passing attempts. He has only thrown 2 interceptions. And in this postseason, in 2 games, he's 52 out of 70, 0 interceptions. All right, coming up on the other side, our predictions for the NFC Championship game and our predictions for the second half of the AFC Championship game. This is Fox Sports Red Zone Radio.
We're a one-stop NFL playoff show. Pre-game, get some.
The running games are what I'm going to be watching.
In-game, here.
And he is gone.
Post-game playoff coverage, sure.
So much to get into from that game.
When the NFL is on, so are we. We're Fox Sports Radio.
The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Around New Year's, it's easy to get obsessed with how you want to change yourself in the months ahead. But have you thought about what you're already doing right? Maybe you got out of a toxic relationship or found a tool to manage your anxiety. Or maybe you just cleaned out a closet, started taking your supplements every morning. Whatever it is, it's a reason to celebrate yourself and keep up the good work in the new year without changing everything. Therapy helps you recognize your progress and expand on it so you can build confidence and continue making lasting changes in your life. BetterHelp offers professional, affordable online therapy from wherever you are. Start the process in minutes. Switch therapists anytime. It's therapy that fits your schedule, your needs, your life. Try out New Year, same improved you with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/succeed to get 10% off your first month. Do it today. BetterHelp, HELP.com/succeed, 10% off your first month.
NBC News Radio, I'm Tammy Trujillo. The White House is blaming radical Iran-backed militant groups for a drone strike that killed 3 American troops and injured more than 24 others in Jordan. President Biden condemned the overnight attack, calling it despicable. Biden also vowed the U.S. will hold all those responsible to account, quote, at a time and date of our choosing. U.S.-led talks aimed at freeing the hostages still being held by Hamas wrapped up in Paris today without any major breakthrough. The office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called today's meeting constructive, but noted that there were still significant gaps in negotiating a deal. An opponent turned supporter of Donald Trump says the former president represents, quote, a return to normalcy. Speaking on ABC's This Week, South Carolina Senator and former GOP presidential candidate Tim Scott said voters who support Trump support a return to normalcy in terms of what affects them personally. Tammy Trujillo, NBC News Radio.
This year, wouldn't it be great to stop dealing with thin, brittle, shedding hair and instead have the thick, healthy, gorgeous hair you've always wanted? Well, now you can by using Hair Volume from New Nordic. Hair Volume is the all-natural solution trusted by millions of women around the world to say goodbye to thin, brittle, shedding hair. Look for Hair Volume at your local Walgreens and CVS or online at Amazon.com or NewNordicUSA.com. Go to NewNordicUSA.com, Amazon, or ask for Hair Volume at your local Walgreens or CVS.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. Thanks, kids. You're finally worth it.
And now get a Samsung Galaxy A14 included when you buy an extended Silver Unlimited plan. Find us at straighttalk.com. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com. Device offer ends 4/14/24. Online only, excludes taxes and fees.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-Do.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except the stuffy nose. Mommy. That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed, keep out of reach of children.
AM 800 KXIC.
I just want to coach ball. I don't need to worry about personnel. Just you guys set up the team. I'll show up and coach them. We'll win, etc., etc. But when you've done it one way and been more successful than anybody else who's done it ever, it's not just ego that comes with it. It's the, why would I change now?
The Doug Gottlieb Show. Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. On Fox Sports Radio.
AM 800 KXIC.
So how do you like it?
The question is this.
You like it like this?
I'm strictly talking basketball.
Or like this?
Baseball tends to be, of all our sports, very much steeped in tradition.
And what about this?
Basically, the NFL has found ways to make money off of everything.
Like it a lot. Whatever it is that you like, we've got it covered. It's sports the way you like it on Fox Sports Radio. The most fearless voice in sports is on FS1. The one and only Colin Cowherd is bold, unique, and outspoken.
Wow.
You can see him on The Herd, weekdays at noon Eastern on FS1 in the Fox Sports app.
Steve Harvey, Rich Horberger, Fox Sports Red Zone Radio, live from the TireRack.com studios. Want to thank the crew today. Nick doing a great job. Bo, our producer, doing a great job. And Chris, well, good luck to you. Good luck to you today.
Almost need a nap before this begins.
He's emotionally exhausted, and it's just afternoon.
We were just fortunate that the NFC game was not first.
Oh,
Otherwise, forget it. It would have been an absolute mess for us here. By the way, I got a text from a friend of mine who's a big Chiefs fan, also happens to be a big Taylor Swift fan. And he said, considering the price tag on the suite that she is in, wouldn't you think they'd have a little more room? I mean, don't they have like a maximum number of people in a suite? Because that suite, which also has, by the way, I think Mahomes' wife's in the same suite, but it's not Kansas City. Obviously, they're in Baltimore, but they're just sandwiched in like sardines in that suite.
Yeah,
I think that's the problem when you have Taylor Swift there. Is she? I don't know if she requires, but she certainly attracts a large entourage. Let's put it that way.
You, as a celebrity, which she obviously is.
Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself.
Oh, no. Listen, I
hold on. What is it? Can you open up Nick's mic for a second here?
Yeah. I was just alluding to the game. I put up a 3.
Oh, you're watching the game?
Yes, I'm actually watching the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I was trying to ignore the game for a second.
Well, I thought you'd be excited, Steve, because you said Baltimore needs to get a stop, get off the field fast, and they did just that.
Well, exactly.
3 and out.
And I'm talking
Nick's
about
the only guy doing his job here.
Okay. Actually, no. You guys have it all wrong. And, Bo, I'm shocked that you don't know this. There is a Taylor Swift quota that we are supposed to fill at Fox Sports Radio.
We never mentioned her once, and I had to get one mention
I got her.
in.
Hey, in honor of Monsi, I mentioned her in the first hour.
Yeah,
we got it in.
It's in my contract.
We have one per update. We have at least one per 4-hour show.
All right, so updating the game, yes, a 3 and out for the Chiefs, and Townsley got a decent punt off, so the Ravens will take over at their own 22-yard line. And obviously a critical drive to start the second half, but certainly a good start to the second half as the Ravens defense got the job done.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what the Ravens do on this drive. But let's get some thoughts here on the remainder of this game.
Okay, really
17,
quick.
Yeah.
This is what the Ravens need to do. They're trailing by 10 points. You got the ball back immediately in the second half. They need to run the football.
And on first down, they ran the ball for no gain.
Okay. There you have it. I'm going to go back.
They were saying, where's Edwards? Why isn't he not carrying the ball?
I'm going to settle down, and I'm just going to say this. Among the most explosive plays the Ravens had, arguably the most explosive was on a 4th and 1 where Lamar Jackson carried the football himself for like a 25-yard gain. Let's start using the run game as a tool like they've used it all season long.
All right, so they are, I agree with you. I mean, you can't be thinking, all right, we got to pass the ball. We're down 10. We know the Chiefs are probably going to score again. They're running the ball with Zay Flowers right now and setting up in a big third down play. So, again, you stop them 3 and out. I don't know how many times you're going to pull that off against the Chiefs. You can't give the ball back on a 3 and out.
No, you can't. You absolutely cannot. You have to find a way to extend this drive. You're getting down to.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 6. They need a first down here, and they throw the ball incomplete. And so a 3 and out by the Chiefs is followed by a 3 and out by the Ravens. By the way, this should not come as a surprise. These are two of the top defenses in the NFL. And after a shaky start, both these defenses have definitely tightened up. All right, Rich, what's your prediction on the game coming up later between the Lions and the 49ers?
Look, the Lions right now are big dogs in this game. I'm rolling with the dogs on the point spread, and the money line bet on the Lions is the most popular bet at BetMGM right now. And I understand why, because I think the Lions have a puncher's chance. I'll take the 49ers to win, but I got the Lions covering.
All right, 38-14 49ers. Keep it here. This is Fox Sports Radio.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Another dinger? Wow, what a game! Mark, you're the man for springing these seats.
My pleasure, buddy. I've got some extra spending cash these days, and I'm happy to share.
Extra cash? You driving rideshare or something?
Nope, way easier than that. I'm using Upside, the free cashback app that pays real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use Upside every time I fill up my tank, and I've already made around $200.
You've made around $200 just for buying the gas you were going to buy anyway?
Pretty smart, right?
Very smart. With my new long commute, I could be putting serious cash back in my pocket. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SAFE to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SAFE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SAFE for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. Winter is coming. Heavy